I want to introduce you to someone. This is Journey. Journey is a 12-week Aussie Doodle. She was born on November 18th of 2020. We've had her for about 4 weeks now, and she's a very active and very fun-loving dog. Now you might be wondering, what does a dog having a puppy have to do with financial planning? Well, this isn't just financial planning, but it's life-centered financial planning. Like it sounds, life-centered financial planning is centered on life. In other words, we look at life before we look at money. Last summer, Julie and I started looking at our own life plan. And amongst other things, one of the things that we decided to do was to get a dog. Now, both of us had grown up with dogs, but we'd never had one in our adult life. And so you can imagine the surprise when we announced to our family, especially our kids, that we had a puppy. Life planning is something that everybody should do, but most people don't. It's always something that you maybe think, well, I'll get around to this someday. Well, when is that someday going to happen? Because part of life planning is really realizing that life is not a rehearsal and precious time is slipping away. And I've noticed as I've gotten older that time seems to go by even faster. So therefore, really the question is, what do you want to do with the time you have left? Once we understand your life plan and what you want to do with the rest of your life, only then do we look at your financial plan. And there we try to answer the question, do I have enough money to live the rest of my life without fear of running out of money, no matter what happens, or with dying with too much, which in some cases might even be worse, especially if you get to the end of your life and realize there's things I could have done with those that I love that I didn't do. And for us, it may sound strange, but one of those things was getting a dog. Does this sound different to you? If it does, why don't you give me a call at 316-535-0750, or you can go to leadingedgefp.com/Lyndon, and there you'll be able to schedule a time to meet with me. My name's Lyndon, and I'm a life-centered financial planner with Leading Edge Financial Planning.